All right, all right. It seems America's under attack. Did somebody just try to blow up uh, Donald Trump's Trump Plaza or something? I thought I saw this morning briefly when I just got on. Forgive me for being late this morning, folks. My internet is down. I'm on a backup internet system right now, and it's only going up at like 36 megabytes, which it's supposed to be like 200 megabytes. So hopefully this is enough to be seen. We'll see what happens. And through all of this spottiness, it looked like there's been another explosion. I don't know. We'll see in a minute. I'm looking over there. But anyway, America's under attack, and it seems that the cold winter is getting ready to take us over. Arctic stuff blowing down. Yeah. Meeting to discuss New Orleans vehicle attack. Biden to convene a Homeland Security team. It looks like you better be on your A game out there, my friends. You need to be on your damn A game out there, and everybody needs to be ready. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready, and there's nothing more important or more dangerous to a criminal with arms than a good guy with arms. So I hope the sheeple are not sitting around waiting for the government to come protect you. Have your own shit in your car. You got an AK-47 or something, it might be time to put it, in the car. You know what I mean? And then, put it in the trunk or something, and just be ready as hell out here in the ATL, because they are they're out here. They're out here at a town near you trying to kill you. And that's the truth. U.S. officials say a man connected to rental of a cyber truck that exploded is an active duty United States soldier from 10th Special Forces Group. You're kidding me. Well, they have them in our midst. People, hey, we have spies and counter spies and all that. There are people in our military that don't like us. It's there. So it looks like we have to be good. It's good to see you, SNS Contracting. I tried to call you yesterday, my friend. I know you weren't doing well. I just want to say my condolences to you. I know that you lost several members of your family 2 days ago. We love you here on this show. Several people have given me their numbers for you to call. So let's talk this morning so I can get their phone numbers to you. And you've got a brotherhood on this channel that gives a damn about you, SNS Contracting, that gives a damn about you and wants to make sure that you're good during this holiday after losing your loved ones. We love you, man, and we are here for you, myself and Lavish as well. So anyway, you guys, we got some stuff going on in this country. We got some stuff happening out there. It's not good. But we have to be very careful. We got Lavish here. So we're getting ready to come back on in a minute and 7 seconds. Our show today is what happens when the motorcycle club has to split up. That's the show today. But we may be breaking in to talk about a few things like as I'm looking at, I've got my screens over here. I got screens everywhere, but I got my screen over here with news and stuff. And I woke up this morning to even more stuff. I haven't watched the news in about 3 or 4 days. That's crazy for a newsman. But I took a break for the holidays and just disconnected from the news. And look at that. You see this SNS Contracting. Look at this. If you're here, you need me, brother, says C. Ruger. Some of our other brothers out here, look at that. They're with you. I just want you to know you have people that love you out here on this channel. We care about each other. We're bikers. But it's crazy. We're going to do this show here, but we may be breaking in. Cybertruck rented in Toro, Colorado, past Trump International Hotel an hour before the incident. Man connected to the rental, I guess he killed himself, is an active duty U.S. Special Forces soldier and was on leave from Germany. And he blew up a damn Cybertruck. Why would you blow that up? I want one of those so bad. I want a Cybertruck so bad. I mean, they're ugly as sin. And I think that's why I want one so bad. I want to have an e-truck. I already have I have my own place to plug it in. You know, I have a 40-foot RV, and I have next to my office, I have my RV set up with it's on the pedestal. I got all the stuff to plug it in, and it's got water to it, and it's got plumbing, and it's got electricity. And I'm told all you got to do is buy a dongle, and then you can plug in your Cybertruck at the same time your RV is plugged in, and I don't even have to go to a cyber electronic gas station. I can just do it right here at home, right here at the Dragon's Lair. Next door to the Dragon's Lair. So you got the Dragon's Lair downstairs. Upstairs, you have the Dragon's Nest. This is where we are right now, in the nest. And then the Dragon Wagon next door. Right there's the Dragon Wagon. And then the Dragon Boat is next to the Dragon Wagon. Like on this side. And then the Dragon Cybertruck would be right there on the Dragon compound. This would be cool. But I can't afford one. Here this guy is blowing one up. I don't know what to say about America. Anyway, here we go. In a minute and 7 seconds, we will be right back. America's under attack. And what happens when you have to split up your motorcycle club? What happens? Can it be done? Especially if both sides want to keep the same name. Join in for that.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about. But the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started the idiot. Reppin' Uncle Sam, they traded that uniform for the best from the mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the mighty Black Sabbath MC. We're paid his dues and the artist stripes from prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kick can. Black Dragon Biker News, he's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News, just self-educated by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. It's a new year. Come on, dog. It's a new year. Everybody, it's a new year. Oh yeah, it's a new year. It's a new year. You know what? I don't appreciate that from you.
And I'm trying to enjoy a nice quiet breakfast, and here you go with this loudness before 11 o'clock in the morning.
You know what?
I wanted to say something too, man. when you were talking about, if you had a cyber truck and blah blah blah, the thing. Where's the boat at? I must have missed it when I came, but
Uh,
this is like a little canoe or
yeah,
something.
it's a little canoe. What the hell?
Because
It's
I just want to know where is water at around the Atlanta area to have a boat.
it's leaned up against the dragons. You didn't see it leaned up against the dragon's lair? It's a fishing boat.
What boat?
Mhm. I'll take a picture of it.
You said it's a thinking boat,
Fishing boat.
fishing boat. Okay, fishing boat.
I
Okay.
bought it when I was in very poor health to row back and forth on Stone Mountain Lake. Hmm. Yeah,
I've been to Bad Bear. Am I saying it right? Off of 75, Bad Bear, Big Bear, Red Bear State
Big
Park.
Bear.
Yeah.
I think it's Big Bear, but that isn't that in California. Big Bear.
No, no. It's some parts that I went to. It's off 75, coming going back north from Atlanta, north of Atlanta.
I don't know.
Um, it's a state park. It was very nice. I liked it. It was water. It wasn't like a river like in Detroit, but it was still like some smaller boats out there. It was a nice
Mhm.
little. It was a nice park, man. Real nice. I don't remember the name. I thought you'd know it. Um, out
I'm
that way.
75. I'm not. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. But my people out there will know. Between me and my people, we know everything.
I know it's a state park. It's a state park, man. And it's like you get to go across some type of little bridge. I don't know the name of it though, but I know it's off of 75 out
Stone
in north.
Mountain nearly took out BD. What a walk. Stone Mountain. My God. You remember when I was climbing Stone Mountain? Uh, that was hard for me. Stone Mountain is 1 mile up and 1 mile down. I saw a guy, he ran up it and down it like 6 times every day. Ran up Stone Mountain. I've seen Dragon on the boat a couple times. Yeah, I used to do videos on my boat. You didn't
Oh,
see
okay.
you
No,
didn't
I'm
see the
just.
boat.
I'll have to show you my boat,
You got a boat too?
the older boat.
Yeah. So is mine. So is mine.
It's a 97,
Okay, yeah. That's not a bad boat. Yeah.
36 foot
Oh.
cruisers yacht.
Oh wow. 36 footer?
Yeah.
What's it do about 7 knots? Or is it a
It does.
sailboat?
No, it's a cabin cruiser. It does about 35 knots.
35 knots.
Yeah.
Oh, you got twin engines on the back of it?
Yeah, twin 454s.
Evinrudes?
Huh?
Evinrudes? What engines you got on there?
Merc cruiser.
Ah, nice. That's a beautiful boat, my man.
Oh
I
yeah, I'm gonna
might
send
be a
you a picture
sailboat.
of it.
I think it might be a sub. Oh, yeah, send me a picture.
No, because when you a guy lavish, come on now, you gotta have some lavish type of stuff, man.
I, Listen, you got twin 454s on that mofo. It's getting down.
Yeah. And I tell people all the time when I laugh, and I say stuff.
Oh my God, that's a
Yeah,
boat.
of course
Look,
it
oh my
is.
God, it's got the lavish. Oh my God, look at this damn thing.
Come on now, Dragon.
Holy shiznit.
I don't do this stuff for fake.
No, you ain't playing out here. Hold on, everybody. Let's look at Lavish's boat. Oh, I'm just excited. When the hell do we get to ride on this, man? We could have the weather girls on here and everything. Damn! Look at Lavish. Look at Lavish. Oh my God, we know this is Lavish's boat because he's got the Lavish towing on it, the
Oh, I
Lavish
put,
sign, the whole Lavish everything.
I gotta put lavish on everything, man.
Boy, look at this thing here, boy. Okay. No more of this I'm broke shit. I'm not hearing no more of it.
All that stuff come with bills, man.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that is just absolutely beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Oh, look at
Thanks.
you. You got all the Loran Charlie stuff on it and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta, I gotta know where I'm
This
at.
is an open ocean boat.
Yeah.
You got you guys got an ocean up there? There's no ocean up there.
Well, we are surrounded by the Great Lakes. The Detroit River, the Lake Superior, Lake Erie. You know,
Oh yeah, those are big as oceans. Those are pretty big ass lakes. You
Michigan
can.
is surrounded by a body of water.
Oh my goodness, Lavish, you've never talked about the boat before. Yeah, this is way different than Black Dragon's boat. Yeah.
Of course.
This is not. Yeah, yeah. JC said I detailed yachts for 10 years here in South Florida, from 25 to 238 feet long.
Oh yes, Florida got some real. They got some real stuff out there. This is
Can,
not
can
nothing compared
okay,
to
this is a
Florida
stupid
stuff.
question, but do the Great Lakes open up to an ocean somewhere? Can you go to an
No,
ocean from the Great Lakes?
uh, I can't say that you can. I mean, if you do, and this is just me speaking, not knowing, you will probably have to, maneuver over towards the New York area
Uh-huh.
and go east. But you know what? I don't know, man. Don't give me the lion. I know that we're connected by a body of water. I don't even think that we're connected to the Niagara Falls water. But then again, I could be mistaken. I don't know. I just know that Michigan is the whole state is surrounded by water.
Lavish,
Now,
when I come up, we're going out on this shit here, my bro. Here, I'm not. Look here, we're going out on this. This is where the weather girls must be interviewed.
oh man.
Tia's not letting me come up there alone. I'm gonna go see Lavish. No, you're not.
Now, Dragon, I wish that I could show you some videos of some stuff.
Oh my goodness.
It's a
Yeah,
lot of stuff.
I
It's a
know.
lot of.
Yeah, boats come with stuff,
Hold on.
and it all must happen on the boat. Oh,
Look
hold
at the
on,
video.
hold on. Let me. Oh my God, Lavish. Is this? Oh my God. Is this what happens in the? Oh my God.
That's what happens. It's nice that it's nice to be on the boat, man.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I got the best friends in the world. Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Yeah, I guess I might need to go tow me some cars off the side of the goddamn road if that's what's getting ready to happen. Lavish, my man, Lavish. Oh, I knew you had something. I knew there was something to you.
All the boaters get together, man.
Yes, sir. Captain Lavish, the Undertaker. Captain Lavish, the Undertaker. I like it. Oh my goodness.
Man.
Oh boy, this made my whole day today. Lavish was like, I didn't see no 36-foot yacht next to your RV. No, I don't have a 36-foot yacht. I got a boat. You got a damn ship. You got a ship.
Oh man.
I got a boat. You got a ship. Oh my goodness, that was that. And it's really nice, man. I got to tell you, it is beautiful. It is really nice. Okay.
And I'm not even trying to keep that. I'm trying to go to a bigger boat, a 42 footer.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, why the hell not? Why the hell not? Anyway, Lavish. Thank you for sharing. We want to talk about. We want to talk about our thing today. But I do want to tell you this one damn thing. I am coming up to that. We're getting on the boat, bro. That's all there is to it. Do you go on the boat in the winter? Do you go out there in the winter?
Storage.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm giving you some money, Black Dragon. Yeah, help me get up to lavish status. The thing is, I want to talk about today is we've been getting a whole lot of issues, and we've been seeing a whole lot of story about so many of the OGs in these clubs that are falling out with the new kids coming in. And a lot of what I'm seeing lately is a lot of these guys getting put out of their clubs. A lot of OGs are getting put out, run over the top of, relegated to the shadows as the young guys come in and kind of brute forcing their way into the positions that the older guys are not ready to leave yet. And we've seen a whole lot. We've seen a whole lot of just downright disappointing behavior in terms of what happens when you get on the outs with your club, or half of the club sees things one way, the other half of the club sees things the other way, and you know, it comes down to a lot of times there's time for it's time for the club to split. Each club go its own way. Have you seen this sort of thing?
Yeah, I've seen well, around here, this is what I see when I see clubs split. They split and they go join another club somewhere else. That's what I see. I don't necessarily see them going from um one half of a club here and another club here, same club. Or you get guys that just retire from the club just so they ain't got to be a part of the bullshit. They don't quit because they put in too much work to just quit, but they'll just retire and fall back.
Well, we have seen with a lot of big name clubs, and I mean big name 1% clubs. A lot of times they don't do this on the outside where you would notice it, or they'll do something simple like reverse the colors, where
Seen that.
or
They'll
they'll
black them out.
yeah, so one side might black them out, the other side might they'll change colors or put a gold rim around their colors, or some sort of subtle change that you won't know, particularly on the outside looking in, but everybody that's on the inside, or people that really watch them closely, they will know. And we see this also. We'll see stuff like they take a variation of a name. For instance, the Cossacks, 1%ers, and the Ugly Man Cossacks. So in that case, you had two sides. Each felt that they would be Cossacks forever. One side going off and putting a 1% diamond on, calling themselves the 1% Cossacks. The other side being the Ugly Man Cossacks. And what we saw, and what you can see as a result of something like that, in their case, it was a war, internal war, so bad that one member was actually murdered in the 1% Cossacks, and a president, national president, and several other members have been charged with murder. In which case, a couple of them, I believe, either pled guilty or were found guilty, and the national president is now on trial for giving the order to the on-site order, which allegedly resulted in the death of that brother. So you have two clubs, formerly all brothers, fighting and killing each other when at one time they all stood as one. This is an example of a bad example of when a club splits. Other times it's not so. Almost all the time when they split, there's this this hatred between them. Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club, my motorcycle club, had a split like this in oh my goodness, I want to say 1997 or 1998 or so, if maybe 99, in which half of the club, more than half of the club, left and became the new breed Black Sabbath, keeping the same logo and everything. And the only real difference was a white ring around their colors and the word new breed on the bottom. This created a civil war that lasted for eons, where the brothers would be fighting each other and all kinds of stuff. It was really really crazy. And now that's been, 1997. That's almost 30 years ago. Something like that.
Did they ever
Um,
get back together, or are they still separate?
no, they never got back together. Still
Okay.
separated. And here's the crazy part. In 1997, that happened between really the founder, the father of the Black Sabbath Nation, and his crew, and the guys that split up. So Black Sabbath has had two split ups. The first one, Black Sabbath came together 1972. By 1974, we created the club Black Sabbath. 1975, the first split came. Those guys wanted to be one percenters. The other half wanted to be 99. Stay out. Black Sabbath was more of an outlaw kind of club always. So these guys wanted to go 1% outlaw, and these other guys wanted to just stay like they were because they were in the military and they had top secret security clearances and all that stuff. So those guys broke off and became the Voodoo Kings. So our first split, they actually changed the name. The second split that happened in like 99 or so, those guys kept the name. So the first split was kind of amicable, and there was no warring between the guys. But the second split, Black Sabbath, new breed, Black Sabbath, a breed apart. Black Sabbath, a breed apart, Black Sabbath, new breed. And so, yeah, there was bad blood forever. So there's no longer physical confrontations between the clubs. But the crazy part is the war, the arguments and stuff that what happened with the founder and the guys that broke off, the founder and his guys, which would have been Magic and Mad Mitch and all those guys that were there then. Those guys had that going on. Now here we are. Let's fast forward 30 years later, and you'll have a brand new guy who joins the Black Sabbath and a brand new guy who joins the new breed Black Sabbath, and they won't even like speak to each other. They'll be in a room and they'll look at each other crazy and be at each other's throats, and they don't even know we're even a part of, even had any knowledge of what the hell those guys were fighting about way the fuck back then. They have no battle, no war, no dog in the fight. They weren't there. They don't know nothing about what those guys were fighting over. And this is how this stuff carries across time. Like you and me, Lavish, we don't have a war, but Boogie Down and Black Sabbath got into it 25 years ago, and you and I are at each other's throats. But I don't know you, and you don't know me. This is the craziness that happens when clubs split.
It's kind of like that. I don't want to say the wrong name, but if you're the Hat Racks and McCoys type of thing from the Flintstones, you remember the Flintstones? Every time they got together, they always be fighting and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
it happens. I mean, people carry on that tradition and
it's the Hatfields
that
and McCoys. I just
Hatfields
came.
and McCoy.
Yeah, it just came to me.
Okay.
I was like, what? That sounds familiar. It was the Hatfields and McCoys. Yes.
People do that. I mean, not just in the motorcycle culture, even in gang culture. They a rival beef from 30 years ago before most people were born. They just they're taught to be like that.
It's kind of sad. I want to say welcome to a new member, Miss Lotus. Thank you so much. She's been following for a long, long time, and she purchased a membership. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the show. Really appreciate it. Folks, support the show. Please become a member. We have special stuff for you. Special, you get first crack at some of our videos and stuff that we do. And we've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up this year for members. So please consider being a member. How about a fishing trip video with Black Dragon and Lavish for a good
Oh,
cause?
he can't outfish me, man. But we can definitely do it.
Hey, don't
You
play,
know,
son.
what kind of fishing
Son,
you want to do? You want to do
son,
some bass fishing? You
son,
want to do some walleye fishing?
don't play
You
with
want
me,
to do some
son.
catfish fishing? I
I,
mean, come on now.
I came from out of the mud of Oklahoma, boy.
I'm at the catch limit in
Listen,
an hour
uh,
over here with them silver bass. Come on now. You don't wanna mess
boy,
around with me with
what's
fishing.
wrong with you? I'm 61 years old. Show some respect before you get
I,
outfished and your feelings hurt on your own boat.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, anybody can use dynamite in the water.
I'm just saying, man.
Anybody can put dynamite in the water and act like they're a fisherman.
Hey, I'm out towing and fishing at the same time, getting my dinner together.
Oh my goodness! Did you come with the receipts? Is that what you just did?
I'm with the receipts, man. Bucket, man. My buckets is full of little silver bass, man.
You like Jesus feeding the feeding the world with loaves of fish? Is that what's going
Yeah,
on?
man. Hey, when it comes out of that fishing, man, I don't be messing around, man. Start the fishing season.
You ain't no country boy. You come from the city. Stop it. The
I,
hell. Went out and paid somebody for some fish. Stop it, man. Just
I
stop it.
mess with that water. Dude, I mess with that water, man.
I guess you do. You do mess with the water. We saw the boat. Obviously, you mess with
Yeah.
the water. You, you, which reminds me of a picture that I saw the other day of
Hold
a
on, Dragon. I,
mermaid.
I be I be in the tow truck with the fishing rod. That's a catfish. That's a little catfish I got.
You be in a tow truck with the fishing rod. That's
Oh,
all right.
absolutely, absolutely.
That's all right. I don't know if I can outfish you, man. You came with the receipts. I'm gonna just shut up over here.
I teach the kids. Listen, man. I teach my kids. I teach them how to when they catch their fish. Listen, check this out, man. If y'all want to eat today, then y'all gotta prep y'all fish, cause I'm not doing it.
Oh, okay. You taught them how to fillet or how to do it
Yeah, how to
all.
fillet. Yeah, I taught them how to do it all, man. How to cut it up and all that stuff, man. 'Cause, a lot of these kids don't know this stuff, man,
That's
nowadays,
right.
because they
That
don't have, dads to teach them or, people to teach them, man. So I try to teach my kids how to be self-sufficient, man. Get it how you live.
I think your kids are gonna be all right with you as daddy. I think those kids are gonna be all right. Somebody asked me here how was Black Sabbath New Breed able to wear that patch? And here it is. No disrespect, but how is the New Breed able to fly the original patch with a New Breed at the bottom? So it all came from the founder of the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club. He refused to allow the clubs to fight and die and kill each other over the patch. He felt like, and this is what he used to say, all of you guys are my kids. I'm the founder. You guys are all my kids. One day those guys will come back home. And so he forbid the war that would have come. He forbid it. And he told them guys, do your thing. If you're going to do that, go ahead.
I
And so
don't
there's a
know
lot of
about how that would have worked out in my area um up here. Because I've
yeah.
seen clubs try to do that same thing. And it did not end very well. And I'm not saying it didn't end with with death or anything like that, but it was definitely um a real big issue and a real big deal that they was not going to have two sets of colors that resemble each other, out here.
You mean the dominant said that, or
No, the members of whatever, the couple clubs that had, broke up. Um, and this was kind of, before the whole dominant thing, because from my understanding and knowledge from coming around, the dominants wasn't always as dominant as they are right now.
right?
Uh, they were, they were always them, but they just their presence wasn't um the same way it is now. They kind of were off to themselves, self-sufficient, ran on their own, and the intertwining wasn't always, as heavy as it is now.
Right. First of all, Glare 1%er, thank you, man, for that wonderful donation. Absolutely, thank you so much. And I do feel a lot healthier today, man. Although I've been having trouble in my stomach since I got sick, and my stomach's been really feeling a little effed up, but I'm in much better shape. So, in our case, you're absolutely right. The dominant presence was not nearly as strong 30 years ago as it is today. And basically, the way that they felt about it was, hey, that's y'all's business. It's in y'all's club. Y'all handle that. So I have seen this in dominant motorcycle clubs. I've seen them break apart, and I won't name them, of course, but I've seen 1%er clubs where they break apart, and each one keeps some faction of that same patch that they used to have. And with some sort of a variation that you probably wouldn't notice unless you really knew that club well or what was going on the inside. You wouldn't even notice. You see two guys standing next to each other and their colors are so slightly different, you wouldn't notice. It's an inside thing, but it happens. And those guys are obviously have decided that they're not going to kill each other over but they definitely have a different structure and a different leadership, and they're in the same club. So this happens, and that's the best way to do that.
No, I agree. I think that's a little bit more probably respectable amongst the two. But in today's world, man, the way that these guys are running around, man, too much pride is in the air, man, where it's about being the baddest, the toughest, the dominant one, we did this, so um I see how it can go, man.
Yeah, yeah. So what I think when this happens, I have no problem with letting those guys go. If those guys want to go and take some version of the colors, because I believe, like the father of the Black Sabbath Nation, I believe eventually they'll come back together, which I just saw one big national club do that. Their club, their colors were split, and they just recently all went back to the same colors. So it was like what the father said. I believe eventually both chapters will come together because what happened, what happens is eventually down the line. So this has been 30 years, but let's say 35 years from now, both sides say, what the hell are we fighting for? Are we fighting the battle that the founders had? We're 40 years later. Quit playing.
Right.
And
Because you get some of those people, man, 40 years later that don't know what's really going on, and they're good friends, and they've been friends before entering into, the organization, or they come across and they say, "Hey, I didn't know, blah blah blah," and then they'll be the ones that want to settle things because they're like, "What's the problem, man? I work with this guy John, I work with Eric, even though he's over there in that club, but man, this is a pretty good guy."
yeah, and if the clubs do, or when they do come back together, the strength, each club has gone out and continued to grow and build its membership, blah, blah, blah. A lot of times what you will see too is the guys that broke apart and went the separate way, maybe are not able to keep growing and recruiting like the other guys, and so they get weaker and just get taken back over. But I think eventually, I think it's eventually that you will see the clubs come back together. This guy, Big Lock Joker, seems to know a hell of a lot about my club. There aren't even any pre-1979 except Pep who are still active. Actually, there's one. There's still one, I believe, that's active pre-1979. I think there's one. We other than Pep, there might be one. We have to fill the boat. Then, okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Pep Sukai. You got a different name that I can't remember right now. I know who you are though. Keep it logical. Isn't that how old clubs keep their feuds alive? Something that started 30 years ago gets passed down with new members carrying the old grudges, even though they weren't around when it all began. Yes, keep it logical. Look at how long it has taken our current Black OMCs to come together. It has taken them a long time, but they have been together now in some kind of a truce for a year. They've held it together for a year now, 12 months. They're actually having a party, I believe, next month in February
1st. Yeah,
in South
February 1st.
Carolina, where you're going to have several of the Black OMCs hanging out and partying together. I am going to make it my business to try to be there for that. And we want to, we're going to be bringing you guys some information on that and some interviews from some of the nationals that are behind that. We plan to be interviewing them and talking about this 1 year long truce. So if they can do it, continue to do it, just the fact that it's been a year and they haven't put any bodies in the ground and that sort of thing, that's worth it all. That's worth it all. So. Big Lock Joker, you don't know how close you are. I don't know how this guy knows so much about my club, but he seems to know a shitload about my club. That's true. Some clubs that split keep parts of the same colors are the original patch, but it's usually fighting on site at the very least. And I can say that happened with us for a while until it finally stopped. Why would you try to force brotherhood on someone who said very clearly they don't want it? They're not forcing brotherhood, Papa Pingo. What they're saying is you're not leaving up out of here with our colors, with our same colors. You're going to leave the club and you're out bad. And what does a guy do? He's been in the club 35 years and someone says you're out bad because they don't like you. or some other old, you know how you guys get when you start looking for reasons to put people out of the club. You find a bunch of bullshit. A guy finds himself out bad. 10 or 15 of his brothers are like, this is bullshit. This is not, and then now you have a club split. So it's always based on egos and things like that. And it can be pretty bad. My club and Lavish's club have a rich, interesting history, starting with our founders. Virasid, who do you know Virasid? This guy here, do you know him?
What club is he from?
I don't know. I don't think he's ever said.
Yeah, find out. Yeah, what club you from?
Somebody said, what is the founder's current status for the Black Sabbath? His current status is father. I've been noticing club OGs coming out of retirement to fix problems that the new guys started in the past few years. Aztecs cruising. And that's what happens. Those guys still have the relationships. The young guys, when they finally roll into the trouble that they can't get out of, they have no choice but to call. That doesn't mean they're going to listen. They're going to call you to help you get them out of the trouble and then stick your ass back on the shelf again if they can.
Shit, no, no, no. I can't even say that with a lot of that shit. I want to say what happens is them young guys try to stay away. I mean, depending on the size of your club, them young guys try not to. They try to do everything in their power as they continue to fuck everything up until them retirees get wind of shit. And once they get wind of shit, then them retirees get on the line with that national cabinet, and then all hell breaks out because now all of a sudden the nationals are involved. You know, the chapters they don't want to hear shit from the nationals, and now you get these nationals that's coming up and holding a meeting, and now everything comes to light on the floor. That's how that shit normally goes.
Yes, sir. And normally they've screwed it up so bad. The OG comes in just shaking his head. Why didn't you call me like 7 months ago when y'all was in this
Right.
bullshit?
And we got to go down here, and that's when them old school relationships get to coming back out because now they got to go to the old heads over there in this club to sit down with these new guys that think they know every goddamn thing to hash everything out, only to find out that it's about some of the dumbest shit in the world.
Big Lock Joker, if you're going to the Black Sabbath website, that thing hasn't been updated in about 5 or 6 years. Everybody's on Facebook and WhatsApp and stuff now. I haven't gone back and updated that website. I'm the guy who built it. It's sad. I should go update it. I really should. So I ask very, very general questions that isn't that club business that goes against the bylaws. Isn't what club business? I'm not sure what you're asking. Let's hope it stays peaceful, says Aztec Cruising. I think that if you're looking at a club split, so let's look at it. So when the club gets to the point that it's going to split, I think that what guys need to be aware of, and this is true, like if you look at the case between the Cossacks and the Ugly Man, the 1%er Cossacks and the original Ugly Man Cossacks. A few things you guys need to understand. What just happened in Las Vegas is a chilling, horribly terrifying example of what can happen to you if you start fighting somebody over these motorcycle club slant gang club colors, because you're going to be called a gang the minute that because the Ugly Man Cossacks are 99%ers technically, right? They don't wear any kind of they wear a Texas rocker, but they don't wear any kind of diamond, so they're 99%ers. And the Ugly Man Cossacks are 1%ers. So why are the Ugly Man Cossacks, the 99%er ones, why are they being called a gang? Because the minute you do some gang-like shit or you get accused of it, it doesn't matter whether you're 99% or whatever you are, you just became a 1% or you just became an outlaw motorcycle gang. You just became any club you might name that has this reputation for being an outlaw motorcycle gang. You just became that. So you got to understand the consequences that befall you should you get out here fighting over these goddamn colors and killing people over them. You're getting ready to pick up gang enhancement charges such that you will never see the light of day ever again. And this is what these guys in Las Vegas are seeing with this new Las Vegas Supreme Court ruling that these guys can be called a gang and be given these enhanced gang charges, these Hells Angels that got involved in the fight with the Vagos, and there was a shootout on the road, on the highway. They said, we're not a gang. We don't have any, the Hells Angels said, we're not a gang. We don't have any gang charges. Our motorcycle club charter, our chapter, this particular charter here, nobody has a criminal record. Nobody's been arrested. The charter has never been found guilty or even investigated for any kind of what gangs do, drugs or any of that. There's no mark on our record. All we were was some guys that got in a fight that day. And so if we're guilty of that. We were a bunch of guys. We got in a fight on the highway. We shot at each other. Okay, give us our charges. But we're not a gang. And the Supreme Court of Nevada says, oh, well, hold on a minute. Worldwide, the Hells Angels have been involved in this worldwide. The hell you mean worldwide? We're talking about right here in this city with us. And they put some sort of RICO shit on them and said, oh, no, well, the guys over in Bakersfield did this. The guys down in San Diego did that. The guys next door in New Mexico did this. The guys over here did that. The guys in China did this. The Hells Angels in Singapore did that. You guys are a gang. And so we're going to throw these extra gang enhancement charges on your ass. And that is what you have to be careful of when you get into these club splits and you guys get to wanting to fight and war and all of this stuff over these colors. Beware. It's probably best to figure out an amicable way around this, even if the national president of the former national president of the Ugly Man Cossacks gets out of all of this. How much money did he spend? How much time did he spend in jail? Is he bankrupt? You got to think of these things. Strong Brave is back. Strong Brave, where you been, man? And he says the Goose Sos calls himself an OG. I've been around club life longer than he has. Yeah, but if you're in a young club, then you could be an OG in a young club. What's up, Hellraisers? Okay, so Verisid is part of Hellraisers Chicago chapter.
Okay, yeah, orange and black. Yeah, Hellraisers.
Oh, you know of them?
Yeah, they got a chapter in Detroit. They got a chapter in Detroit. They got one in Cleveland. They got one in Memphis. So, a lot of the places that the Boogie Down stamp is at, the Hellraisers are there as well.
So he's right. Y'all's clubs do have a lot of history. American Knights and Justified are the result of a petty jealousy. That split happened due to lies, stealing, and jealousy, says Strong Brave. H-Town Loki, but OB, that's different than the same club breaking off and keeping the same patch and colors. It's that's a little bit different, but it's still the same kinds of things. When these clubs break apart, sometimes when they do their own colors and stuff like that and change up the colors, there's still a fight. For instance, the 1% Cossacks and the Ugly Man Cossacks, the colors are completely different. The only thing they kept was the name, and that was enough.
That's enough. I mean, that's enough.
It's very interesting what happens, but I think that if you guys are wanting longevity on the set when it comes to these club splits, just let it happen and be done with it. You don't want the other thing. I mean, were the 1% Cossacks and Ugly Man Cossacks just so messed up that they couldn't live in the same city? Because now they're living in the same city just fine. And one guy is dead, and the leaders are now being prosecuted to go to prison.
Then when it's said and done,
they're living just
really
fine.
Worth it.
Yeah, they're. But for you guys, sometimes you let stuff get so big in your minds when really that shit ain't that big at all. You would think whoever owns the trademark owns the patch, so how can another take it away in the first place? So in that case, in a lot of cases, these motorcycle clubs have not done the due diligence to own their trademarks. They don't own them. Only smart clubs own their, like the Hells Angels are probably one of the first clubs to figure out we need to own our own name and our trademark. And they are resolute. But a lot of these clubs have been around. They don't own their own trademarks. They ain't been down to the trademark office.
I've seen that happen. I've I seen. I don't. Not in my state, but not too far over. I seen that happen with a club. Um, they they kicked the motherfucker out, and they did all this shit, and then the motherfucker came back with the trademark shit, came back with that and fucked everything up that they had going on in the club, and they had to come up with a whole new logo and design, man. Yeah. So you do have some people. I mean, I'm not gonna say maybe Hell's Angels age, but newer clubs, I would say that I've seen that with some of the newer under 20-year-old clubs. I've seen that happen personally with one club who actually shared the information and told me why they had to change certain stuff, and I was like, oh wow, shit, I ain't never think about nothing like that. Wow.
Yeah, it's very interesting as it goes. A lot of clubs don't like to do stuff legally, and we depend on MC protocol because MC protocol, when stuff like that happens, the clubs in that area won't recognize you, so you can walk around with whatever you want on your back. If the clubs won't recognize you and let you in, you didn't need to go to court. It doesn't do you any good to wear colors when you're not recognized. So. H-Town Loki, it's good to have you on the show. And you guys got to get he's got a hot sauce that he makes, TexasHotSauceCompany.com, I believe. And you guys got to go there and get his hot sauce. I have some of his hot sauce. Is it TexasHotSauceCompany.com? If you go there, no, that's not it. What is it? Loki, H-Town Loki, give us your email address. It's a Texas hot sauce company, but did I leave out company? That's what I did. I left out company. Texas Hot Sauce Company. Maybe that's what it is. But if you go there and get his hot sauce, you're gonna absolutely love it. He's trying to Texas Hot Sauce Company.com. Is that it? Yeah, here it is. You guys got to go get this, man. This hot sauce. This is no, I don't want no cookies. This is it, man. Texas hot sauce. This is it right here. Get you some of this Texas hot sauce. It is spectacular hot sauce. Okay, I had it myself. I still have a little bit left in my bottle. Of course. It was delicious. I made a couple commercials about it. Anyway, make sure to get. We got great guys on our show that watch us and stuff. So make sure to support our guys. Anyway, he asked me a question. Most don't have trademarks. It's only $1,200 to trademark on a national level. So yeah, $1,200, and then a lot of clubs don't even want to spend the raggedy ass $1,200.
Man, you get some of these clubs, man, they don't want to spend shit. They don't want to spend no money on nothing, man.
They'd rather
I'm telling you, man.
$1,200 on strippers and whores in the club, but they won't spend $1,200.
They don't want to spend no money on nothing, man. You talk about doing this and doing that. No, you talk about some liquor and some smokes or some paraphernalia to get high. Yeah, let's do it.
Angelo Giovanni says you got 86 from your own club. Ha 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 ha. Did that make you feel good, Angelo?
So let me ask you this: what is 86?
86 is like being thrown in the trash can. 86 stands for trash can, trashed, thrown away.
Oh, okay. Now just because that's something new to me, is that a common thing that people say? Is that some type of link? Okay.
Yeah, 86 is a common thing. Yes.
Okay. All right. Something new that I learned today. I learned something because I sure never heard it, or at least
Angelo
ever paid
Giovanni
attention
says,
to it.
how does it feel to be kicked out of your own club? Ha 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 ha. It feels horrible. Well, how do you think it feels? It feels horrible, especially when they put you out without a trial. It and didn't follow their bylaws. It is the worst feeling in the entire world, Angelo. But I think you know that. So you're just trying to stick it to me. Ouch.
I remember that one time I was trying to get put out of my club, and that shit didn't work.
Yeah. When they really need you, yeah, they're not putting you out of anything.
No,
Uh,
I tried to in the club meeting, man. I was talking so much shit, and I was like, man, shit, man. If you want, man, you can have these things. I was going off because it worked for somebody else, and they took his shit, and I
yeah.
said that shit didn't work for me, man. They like, listen, man. It was
Verified
a
said
lot of other
86
shit.
means deleted. And it also means trashed, thrown away. 86 is usually used in restaurants when they run out of an item on the menu, says Bourbon and Bad Choices podcast. So that's
Oh
interesting.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
I only know what 039 mean.
What does that mean?
That's that's the federal number for Michigan. I only know what that number means. 039. I know when you
Oh,
catch a federal case in Michigan, that's the federal number that you get.
so
Start the 039.
where does the term 86 originate? In the 1930s as soda counter slang to indicate that an item was sold out. It's now used in American English to mean to throw out, to get rid of, or to refuse service to. Okay, so
Oh
that's where the
wow.
term came from.
Now I'm not sure how many viewers are new to that word, new to that number, because I definitely am, man. Is this new? Has anybody else learned something new besides me today? As
War
far as
Gorilla,
86?
War Gorilla says the term, he says Lavish 86 is older than Black Dragon. Yeah, it's been around since the 1930s. Holy.
Yeah, man. I'm late as hell. I've never heard of that term.
Abacus Beat says you don't hear it anymore, Lavish. 86 is an older term for trash it. I still use it. I I still use it. Depending on the situation, 86 could be a warning or a direct action indicating that someone is not welcome or needs to leave, says OG Puppet. You're 86 around here, my man. Get on. So, yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try that when I get down to my club next week,
I'm
or I go out this weekend. I'm gonna go get around some old guys, and I'm gonna throw that up and see if they engage in me with me about it.
RY Dogs 1904 says must be a West Coast thing, this 86. I can't believe you guys haven't heard 86 before.
I've never heard it, man.
We use that all the time.
Yeah, it's totally new to me,
Hey,
man.
Loki says I still use 86. Is that me showing my age? No, we're not showing our age. Frank Sabatero says 86 being shit can is what it means.
Oh,
Keep It Logical says I've used that before. Been using that for a long time. Yeah, man, what's wrong with y'all?
I've never heard it, man.
Bolo comes out with this. The only thing I've learned today is Lavish and Black Dragon are rich with boats and RVs.
I don't have an RV. Yeah, I don't have an RV.
And I don't have my big boat. But bro, I'm getting me one of them damn things. That's all there is to it. And
Oh man.
Tia cannot come on it. Teal man from the boat. You don't take water to the lake, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, man.
No,
A lot of fun nights,
I
long
saw
nights
what was
too.
going on your boat, my man. You're not going to be able to get on my boat with clothes on. Period. All women must come unclothed on the boat.
Listen, most of them start off clothed, but they end up trying to find where their garments done landed.
I tried to get kicked.
All freely.
No, there's
all freely.
no arm twisting. You're saying there's no arm
No
twisting
arm twisting at all, man.
going on. You don't need any Puff Daddy stuff.
You don't need to do anything. You turn around and between the drinks and the excitement and the water, I mean, the water is a natural aphrodisiac, man. So,
Oh, listen to you. Listen to Captain Undertaker. That's Captain Undertaker. Look here, man.
yeah.
But you can't drink as the driver of the boat, right?
I mean, I don't drink. Here's the crazy part about drinking on the boat. One, I personally I don't drink or smoke at all. However, you can't drink and drive in
Right.
a car, but you can drink on the water
Oh,
responsibly.
okay. So
You
you
can
can have a
drink and
couple.
yeah, as long as the
You just
Coast
can't
Guard.
be. You can't be drunk. I've seen them get on
Right.
boats and.
Yeah, you can't be drunk. And I don't know because again, I'm in Michigan, we're surrounded by international water between the US and Canada. So we have the Coast Guard out there. But then we also had a sheriff. So I don't know in other cities and states, with their body of water, if they have the Coast Guards come on your boat every now and again. I never had them come on my boat. But they'll come, during Memorial Day, the 4th of July, and Labor Day, that's when the presence is a lot stronger. And they'll come, just make sure you got, all your credentials and all that kind of stuff. But you drink right in front of them. You look at some of the YouTube videos, and I'm not saying that this might be everywhere because I don't know what everyone's law is, but yeah, they're holding a beer in their hand while the Coast Guard is on their boat, making sure they're not trafficking dope or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can drink and you can have fun, man, responsibly.
That is really cool. I'm so stupid. My geography is so stupid. I didn't realize that that there was international water on the Great Lakes. I didn't realize that. Damn.
You remember last week when I told you that this is Michigan and they call it the dirty glove?
Yes.
Well, right here at the bottom, this is Ohio.
Uh huh.
But right here, going here, you have Lake Erie, you have the Detroit River, you have Lake Superior, and then over here going between Michigan and Chicago and Wisconsin, you have Lake Michigan. All of that is surrounding water. It's Michigan is surrounded by the water.
Right. Right. And that water goes up and connects to Canada.
Correct.
Uh-huh. So you actually have the Coast Guard on a river, on a lake. I did not
Yes,
know
on
that.
the river because we share the international water. We share the international water with Canada.
That is really crazy. I did not know that, man.
Yeah.
I missed that. I missed out on that at school.
It,
The term was derived from military shorthand. Rotary phones had a T on the 8 key and a 0 on the 6 key. So to throw out, oh, TO, something was to 86 it. Look at that. Uh, wow. Yeah, when you look at this, there's a whole bunch of definitions. The term's origin is uncertain, but there are several theories. Uh, so this 86 thing comes from a whole bunch of stuff, but it definitely means to throw away. And yeah, we've been using it for a while there, Lavish. Everybody's going on about 86. Aztec Cruising says 86 I've used all my life. Yeah, we got them on one with this 86 thing here. Still commonly used here in New England, says Shadow. Uh, Big Block Joker says, how does someone get 86 without a vote? This Angelo Giovanni guy, I promise you, this is probably one of my club members that has created a fake account and is coming on here to mess with me. One of the guys, I probably know which one it is, but man, that stuff don't bother me, bro. If you don't have thick skin in the in this business here, if you're going to be in front of the public, that's why I haven't. Blocked the guy. He can keep on with his silliness. It doesn't bother me, not one bit. My Cuban partner I work with told a person he was EDC, but he was trying to say 86th. The Cuban guy said, "I'm EDCing you." You mean 86? I see Black Dragon and Lavish doing a boats and hose video like Step Brothers. Oh yeah, we're gonna do. Well, I can't be on video. I can't be on video, or I'll be single. I was 86 from Santee Lakes as a young man. Santee, great Santee out there in California. There's a DUI on the water. Depends on where you're at. Yeah, because in Las Vegas, I don't know if you can drink at all. in Lake Havasu. The pilot can't be over the legal limit, says Abacus Beats. The Coast Guard don't play on the lake, says C. Ruger. Are they pretty steep up there on the lake? They don't mess around?
They, and I'm only speaking from where I'm from. They are lenient, but then again, you have to do your part as well. You have to do your part as well because you got people, man, that's out here and they're having a good time. Yeah, they might get a little inebriated, but not to the max. And but then you have some other guys that's like, come on, man, you got to have somebody, take this boat. I've seen boats get impounded, and shit like that. But with the group of guys that I'm around, it's always the captain on the boat that to drive at any given time. We know who's going to be fucked up, and a lot of the heavier drinkers, they don't pull their boats out to ride them, or they'll have somebody else drive them. A lot of times people want me to drive the boats, but I don't get to have all the fucking fun because I got to be the responsible one.
Do you have an anchor on that boat? Like you can drop anchor and hang out
Yeah,
somewhere?
yeah,
I want to drive. Can I drive boat, Lavish?
it's very easy.
I want to drive. I want to drive the boat.
I tell everybody to drive my damn boat. Yeah, I just don't let them bag it in, and I hate dropping an anchor. I will drop an anchor, just not around other boaters,
Why?
because other boaters don't know how to boat. Most
Yeah.
most serious boaters, they don't want to be around other boats, especially a lot of boats. When you start dropping them anchors, man, they get all crossed up. Sometimes you got to go down there and cut your fucking anchor, man.
Yeah. 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 I imagine they do get crossed up. Do you scuba dive as well? Can you go down and
No, here's the funny part. I don't even know how to swim.
so do you have life jackets and stuff?
I have life jacket. Listen, when I first got my boat, the first couple times I went out and I don't you see the boat that I have. I got a nice plushed ass boat and I had a fucking life jacket on. I'm like, listen, man, hey, I gotta play it safe. Everybody laughed at me, man, because I'm on the boat. Everybody else with the shirts off and swimsuits going. And I'm like, man, fuck that shit, man. I
Hey,
gotta get more comfortable with
keep
this.
it real. Keep it real, bro. Keep it real. I got my life vest on. Hey, I don't blame if you can't swim. I'd be walking around with my life vest on too. Come on.
It took me a minute. It took me a minute to get comfortable enough on the water. But I never really got off my boat in the water. Maybe like 4 or 5 times I done went. We have a little section that they call it the swim hole, where you have boats that you know it's about maybe 3 to 5 feet of water. You get the boats that kind of make a circle or block off the water, and people jump off their boats and swim in the water over there and get back in. And that's like a party by itself.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to go take you some swim lessons and quit playing. You're gonna be out on a boat, bro.
Man,
You
listen,
learn how to swim.
I was taking the lessons, and shit, I stopped going, man, once the weather broke, man. I'm like, oh shit, I'm having too much fun. Fuck this class shit, man. I'm on the water for real. Besides, and then the boaters that we're around, we're partiers. We're having fun. We're not in the water, but it is nice to know how to swim. I done watched dudes fall off boats in the water at the dock. Shit, and none of us was jumping in to save his ass. We'd throw a rod out here, grab this shit.
Yeah. Well, if you don't know how to swim, you don't need to be jumping in. There'd be two dead people. Yeah, I saw
Right.
that. I saw that on a X.com video. A bro
You know
jumped in
what?
to save this kid, and he didn't
Look,
make it.
when I took this boating class, they tell you, as bold as it sounds, don't try to save someone, save yourself. And
Yeah,
the reason is because they'd rather be one dead body than two.
yeah, yes. Hey, you got to know how I was a lifeguard when I was a kid, and I took lifeguard classes. As a matter of fact, at my high school class and old class, and we had a pool there. And one of the things that you learn is people will crawl up you. They'll climb on top of you and crawl up you to get to the air and drown your ass. If you're not a strong swimmer and you don't know how to handle a struggling person that is, sometimes you got to punch somebody in the mouth in order to save them. So
Yeah, don't punch me in the mouth though.
well, if you're not gonna fight me in the water.
I might get some extra strength to come
Yeah.
up and be like, even in the midst of me drowning, did he just punch me?
Yeah, you're gonna fight to the death.
Yeah.
As long as you're operating in dangerous manner of drinking while piloting the boat, the Navy does maneuver on the lakes. I did not know that the Navy was up there too. What hand is driving the truck, Lavish? When you were showing the glove, no, you didn't have any hands on the wheel. I noticed that too. Never raise your hand to Black Dragon. It's a flashback of Tia smacking him. Yeah, one bad thing about voting is you have no protection against searches. He wants to say boating is you have no protection against searches and seizures, period. Good morning. Hey, what's up, Rock Machine? I see you. Listen, yeah, I did. I did thank my new member for joining. Let's see. War Gorilla says, Wild, he's asking such questions like it's nothing. But who are we talking about? Somebody said someone asking all those questions is looking really suspect. I'm not sure which guy they're talking about. 86 is a national thing. It's going to be around 70 today in Arizona. Damn, that's nice. Somebody just put him out of the chat room. And that was not me. That must have been Aztec Cruiser that put him out. This guy that was picking on me. I think he was one of my old club brothers, is what I think he was.
Oh.
One of the ones that you saw in the video. They get mad and they come in and they start trying to start shit. Aztec Cruiser says he can laugh all he wants, but he got 86 out of the chat room. So I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But a lot of you guys, I went through and made a whole lot of people that watch this channel every day. I just went and made them without even telling them. I just made them monitor. What do we call them?
Admin?
No, they're like admins on the channel. And because I figure it's their channel, they watch every day and they can put out whoever they don't want in the chat. So I really don't ever really even have to do it. Lake Erie connects to St. Lawrence Seaway that goes to the Atlantic Ocean. There! Now we know! So that's how the Navy gets in and out. They go through the St. Lawrence Seaway. I didn't know. I didn't know that. Out here in Arizona, 86 means you're out of here. It's same here. Hey, I'm Canadian. I don't know what 86 means. I thought it was a football team. You can hold the cameraman. Smart up, BD. You can hold the cameraman. Not sure what that means. 86ers. Don't feel bad, Big Lock Joker. I didn't know what it meant either. Picking on the Canadian. Yo, what's up? The Canadian fan. You guys aren't we're not gonna pick on the Canadian. Just Junebug, another throwback. I got the power. Okay, I'm just Rock Machine. It's good to see you on here. War Gorilla. Not here in Vegas. Lake Mead is a national property, so it's federal land. You can't drink or smoke marijuana. I knew there was something up. I had seen some stuff about Vegas, and living out in California, I used to go to Lake Mead all the time, and I didn't think you could drink on that lake. I was almost positive you couldn't drink as the driver of the boat. Asking Pug,
you can be 12 years old and ride a boat here. I don't know if that's everywhere. A 12-year-old can drive a boat.
I think that might be everywhere.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Because in Oklahoma, a 12-year-old can get a license for a car if you're on a farm.
12?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
So I had my license very, very early. My brother threw me in the water. I had to learn how to swim on my own. I did that once and almost drowned my cousin, Tony. As a matter of fact, I had to jump in and save him. I don't know if Tony remembers that. I was hell on my I was hell on my cousins. I hope they don't be now. They're young men with all kind of muscles like you. Tony's a bodybuilder like you. And I hope he doesn't remember that one day when I'm back home visiting I remember when you threw me in the water, son of a bitch. My cousin almost told on me. I was hell on my cousin. I shot my cousin in the back with a BB gun, and she went and
Oh
told on me.
man.
Yeah.
You shot a girl?
I got this brand new
Oh.
BB gun for Christmas, and
Was it a Red Ryder BB gun?
it was a Daisy BB gun.
Okay, a Daisy. Okay, not a Red Ryder.
And I theorized, I was like, you know what? She's got that big ass coat. I was in the middle of the winter. It was Christmas. We were in Wichita, Kansas. There's snow everywhere. And she was walking out the back door. And I said to myself, this can't hurt her through her coat. Come on, man. This can't hurt. So I cocked it. And my math, I was like, okay, you know, your math has got to be right here. You can shoot her right in the back and it's not going to hurt because she's got that big ass coat on. I shot her. Pow! She fell to the ground screaming. Ah! My Uncle JP came and snatched that gun and promptly beat my ass right there and snatched my gun from me and put it up. I didn't get to have that gun the rest of Christmas Day.
You got it on Christmas and taken on Christmas.
On Christmas and taken on Christmas. Hey, then my cousin Latrina comes back downstairs after I got my ass beaten. I'm bruised, looking crazy, tears in my eyes, and she comes down laughing. It didn't even hurt. It didn't even hurt. I just fell on the ground and screamed so daddy would beat you. And you know what, Lavish? I was happy.
Yeah.
I was happy. Do you know why I was happy?
Why?
Because my calculations were correct. I knew it wouldn't hurt and it didn't. I was right. I said, damn, John, you were right. Dang, you know what you're doing. I was happy. I wasn't even mad that I got beat anymore. Yeah, I was hell on my cousins. I'm surprised they still even love me or anything.
Man, this is pretty random. But this year I didn't see anything about the Christmas Story being on. I don't know if streaming done messed up the way that regular television is, or I just didn't see it. I know it's kind of random, but every year I watch the Christmas Story and I didn't see it this year. Wow. That's it.
Or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I wasn't worried about Rudolph. I was worried about the Christmas Story, especially seeing that you're talking about a BB gun. I used to watch all those CBS cartoons. They used to come on around Christmas time. I used to stay up at 8 o'clock and watch them.
Oh, so they're finding out that this ISIS guy, actually, this guy was trying to join ISIS. He tried to kill his family. They're saying they don't believe anyone else was involved in the New Orleans attack now. They've looked at this guy's writings and stuff, and they feel like he was some sort of lone wolf, and he some kind of way self-radicalized and joined ISIS on the internet. Damn. Lake Elsinore, California. I grew up over in that area, and I do remember Lake Elsinore. I've been there many times. Happened to me in boot camp. The 5-minute dead man float. Someone grabbed my leg, and I had to kick them off before they drowned us both. Hey, you know, you guys from the city used to crack me up in boot camp, Lavish, because like none of the black guys could swim, and it was just sad to watch
Yeah,
them.
we definitely can.
The black guys from the city, and like they try to put it on all of us. Bunch, are you sure you can swim? Hell, what are you talking about? I'm from Oklahoma. Of course I can swim. I grew up swimming in mud holes. But it would be sad to watch, because you had to, in the Navy, you don't have to swim. You just got to be able to float or tread water for 5 minutes. And that's the swim test you get. You got to,
That's a long time.
You got to tread water for 5 minutes and I think swim around the pool. And it's an Olympic sized pool. So you actually have to make it around the pool, I think. Damn, it was almost 40 years ago. It's hard to remember. But I do know you had to at least tread water for 5 minutes. And maybe you had to go around the pool. But you did have to tread the water. Anyway, them guys, and it was in the deep end. They would throw you in the deep end. And if you didn't do that, you had to go back. They had some kind of swimming lessons. And you had to go back 2 or 3 weeks. I wasn't trying to go back, period. I wanted to get out of boot camp in the regular 8 weeks or whatever, how many weeks it was in boot camp, but you could get sent back. It was called AS mode back then. I wasn't trying to get AS mode for any effing reason. There have been a couple of black families that have drowned here in Vegas at Lake Mead. No one had a life vest on. Yeah, kind of sad. So anyway, I would watch the black kids and they couldn't swim. It was sad. You'd see them crying. The boot camp company commander throwing them in the water and they are crying. Big ass 6'4" guys crying, not trying to get thrown in the water. I've watched them almost drown each other. I've watched them almost drown. You know, you have divers in the water when you're going through that training to protect people. And I've seen them pull the masks off the divers trying to save their ass. So, yes, sandbars with a lot of boats are a pain. Anyway, guys, we've been on this thing. Oh, my God, an hour and 25 minutes. It's time to go, bro. We've been having fun here. Haters, just keep the algorithm going. Let them chat. Just don't entertain them, says H-Town Loki. I don't throw them off. War Gorilla says we don't play that shit here, Black Dragon. So moderators is the word I was looking for.
He came in here and mentioned that you got 86, and then we ended up getting a lesson from it. So it really worked out great. he came in to try to dog you out or say some slick shit. Instead, we got a lesson on the word 86 because I'm damn sure I know what it was. So I guess, in all fairness, it all worked out great. We got some knowledge off of it.
K. Wayne said we handled it, Black Dragon. Did they get rid of Big Block too? Oh no, Big Block Joker is oh wow, they got rid of Big Block too. Big Block has been sending me a lot of emails, and he knows so much about my motorcycle club. I really don't know who he is, but he has been sending me all kinds of email with detailed information about my motorcycle club and what's going on in it. Stuff that like either someone in the club is talking to him or maybe it's out here all on the internet, which is where he said he got it from. And maybe he's just a good fact finder, but he knows the names of founders and all kinds of stuff, man. And every day he's sending me email after email. And I asked him, what does it mean to you? Why are you so into it? He said because it's news, it's out there, and it is out there. So I didn't put it out there, but since that's where they want it, we'll put it out there. We'll do it out there. Anyway, back in my day, 2013, we did a high dive, did laps back and forth, then 5 minutes, dead man float, someone grabbed. Okay, so you're right. I do remember it better now. You had to jump off of, like you were jumping off the ship. So you had to jump off of maybe it was a diving board or something. You had to jump into, okay, I remember it exactly now. You had to jump into the water and you jumped in with your clothes on. You had to take your boots off, tie the straps together, and then you put your boots around your neck. You took your shirt and turned it into a floating device. No, you pulled your pants off and you took them out of the water and you did this with them. You turned your pants into a floating device and you took your white hat and turned it over, and that became a sunscreen. And so you could turn your pants would float for a certain amount of time. You could turn your pants into a floating device. You put your boots around your neck and you put your hat over your head, and you had to tread water for 5 minutes. And then I think you had to swim around the pool or a lap or something like that. Yes, you're absolutely right. And we didn't have a dead man float. You had to actually tread water for 5 minutes. So Aztec says those water rescue drills were something. So that's how we used to have to do it back there. When I was in Air Force, and because I was on a B-52 crew member, I had to go to water survival off the coast of Florida. Man, that training that we had, man, it just really made us. 80% of the division was around for failing the swim. I was a division yeoman, and I had to stand all their stuff then show it to the chief. So, oh man, back in the days. I want to point out that Black Dragon and Lavish coverage of the proc was very good. Well done to both of you. Thank you, Bolo. We
Oh man,
appreciate that.
thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, definitely appreciate that.
Christmas Story was no on any streaming. Had to pay for it this year. There you go.
Yeah, because I didn't see it. Normally I catch it and I watch it, even if I don't watch it straight through. They play it so much that I catch it throughout the, the course of the holiday season or whatnot. I didn't see old Ralphie. It's crazy.
I don't even think I know the Christmas Story.
Everyone knows the Christmas Story, man.
Is that the one where the guy is some sort of a Grinch and he almost he dies? Christmas Story comes and gets him, and he goes
That's
and
the
sees
Christmas the Christmas past and
comes
the
and gets him.
Christmas present. No, man, come on, man. God, dog.
That's not it.
This stuff. No, the Christmas Story came out when you was young.
Oh my goodness. Black Dragon, yes,
Goodness.
man. It is Stetson, one of my big bros. Bless me with it on my first cross state line. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Oh ho ho, the Ho Ho Center in Groton. That's the dive tower in Groton. This is a submarine sailor right here. Scott Bailey knows about the Ho 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 Center. The Ho 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 Tower, it's called. So when you are underneath the ocean in a submarine and you're less than 150 feet of water, 100 feet of water or so, you can escape the submarine using a stank hoodie. It's called a stank mask, a stanky mask. The guy named Stank developed this mask, and basically you put this mask on. It's got enough air in it to get you to the surface from 100 feet below the water, and the doc pops your eardrums, and they put you in this escape hatch, and you can escape out of the submarine. You got this mask on, and on the way up, you have to say ho 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 ho. You got to continue to say that so that your lungs don't develop an air embolism pocket. So you got to keep emptying your lungs of air. And the way we do it is we say ho 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 as you're going to the back up to the surface. So
that could be very offensive to some women that's there, possibly.
You're not saying whore, whore, whore. You're saying ho ho ho. You know what? I'm not messing with you, man.
Hey man, I gotta get inside this building, man. Oh, I had to get with y'all tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, man. I want to let you go ahead and finish, man. I gotta go run in here.
Let me show you this real quick. This is the ho 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 tank. This is the escape tank in Groton, Connecticut. See, that's the stanky hood he has on his head. And oh no. Oh, this guy didn't have a stanky hood on, or does he? Anyway, that's how you used to. He came up from the bottom. It's a 50-foot tall tower. It's no longer there, but this is the tank. When you're escaping from the submarine, this is how you do it. And this is the training tank where we learned how to do the ho 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 evasion, escape evasion. There's the stanky hood right there. No, that's not. What is that? Well, that's some new shit. I don't know what that is. That's not from 30 years ago when we did it, but yeah. I wonder where. Anyway, this is the ho 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 tank. Just in case you didn't know. And this is the school we went through, and this is at the bottom of the tank, and then there's the hood right there. Yeah. So anyway, just thought I would show the people that this is from 14 years ago. And yeah, you'd be down there in the bottom. Here's the hood right here, the stinky hood. I think. No, I don't know what the hell that is. We didn't have no suit. What the hell is all this? I don't know. It's been a while. Anyway, for us, it was just a damn hood. And we didn't have all that whole suit. This is 14 years ago. We did it 30 years ago. So I guess they got better shit. Look at that.
So what that does, that floats,
That brings you
or
up
are
to
you
the.
actually swimming?
It looks like it's got air in it. It looks like it brings you up to the surface. I don't know what the hell that is. We didn't have that. My bro, we did not have that. That's a stanky hood on steroids. Look at that. So you can escape the submarine for real with that shit on. Yeah, I haven't seen this. Like, okay, so that's how you get out. Wow, man. Wow. Man, they did. It's way better than in my day. In my day, you had this freaking hood on. You didn't have this. So this is what it's for. This is how you escape the actual submarine. And they looks like they got some new shit.
That's cool.
Needed that new
Dragon,
shit.
I'm out of here.
No, let's do this all day.
No, I gotta go. I'm gonna talk to y'all, YouTube, Facebook. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do this all
Get
day.
back to the work. No, man, it's been an hour and a half. I gotta get some work done, my boy.
Take it easy, man.
All right,
we're out of here. All right, man. Thank you. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Yeah, so there you go. Anyway, let me get down to the rest of these, last of these. Scrooge, what is it you're thinking of, Black Dragon? Yeah, I'm sorry. Stanky hood. There it is. Thank you. Stanky hood. Yes, Scott, I think they got different stanky hoods now. Never seen it about a kid that shoots his eye out. Anyway, I think we're at the bottom of the list. I want to get me one. Okay, I think we're at the bottom of the list here, Black Dragon. Let's hear Lavish say he loves SNS. Lavish ain't going to say he loves anybody. Anyway, you guys have a good day. I'm just about at the bottom of the comments here. Hey, Black Dragon, howdy once again from Corpus Christi, Texas. God bless everyone watching 2025. God bless you. God bless you all. How many people have escaped from a submarine accident? Soul Brother 30. The number's small. It's really small. You don't normally go down in 100 feet of water, but hey, I'm sure there have been some. Anyway, I am out of here, man. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Tuesday night is bike night here. I hope you guys are having a good New Year. Many of you are back to work. The rest of you will be back to work on the 6th, I guess. Many of you guys will be back to work as usual on the 6th. Please stay safe. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Let me find the right button to get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks for spending such a long time with us today. Appreciate that. But we had fun. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.
If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.
It's definitely a big issue for you too. But I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, my homie? Talk about the 99s for 99 and what all these are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in a very predicament if you impact the wrong kind of move or do the wrong kind of thing when this kind of stuff goes on. So, when you guys get into a war with one another, what should 99%ers do? Here's 10 things you should know. Thing number 1. Stay in your lane. Find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. If you're a president, you want to find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. What I mean is, the second be volatile, it can be very dangerous. And when you have that kind of thing going on, this set's not safe. So, as a 99%er motorcycle club, what you want to find is yourself in your business, in your lane, while all of the fancy stuff gets handled on other levels.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? On other levels. Tried to tell you suckers, Black Dragon is the man. The Black Dragon is the man. A real OG. Bonafide, certified, a true MC. The Biker Boys. The Biker Boys. It's in the house, most definitely. Blow the whistle for Black Dragon, Biker TV. That's right, I said Biker TV. See, one day, young Dragon made his way out the Navy to become a prospect. Some people thought he was crazy, but 5 years later, hard work became a habit. He became the president of the mighty Black Savage Nation. MCs, y'all, respectfully. Black Dragon. Black Savage. MC. That's right, y'all. Give it a thumbs up. Black Dragon Biker TV at its best. Oh yeah, and don't forget to get his prospect Bible book. So proud of him. Man, he just don't know. He's a real legend. And y'all know it, and I know it. That's right, Black Dragon. That's right. Glad I met you, my friend. Black Dragon. I'm the Midnight Ghost Rider. The V, y'all. Love you, Black Dragon. Peace. And get skinny. Like and share. Goodbye.